Good morning, everyone. I hope you are all doing well today. Firstly, I want to express my gratitude to each of you for taking the time to be here. So, without any delay, let's start our meeting. But before that, can we try and keep this to 20 minutes?
Yes.
Ma'am.
Good morning. As we proceed into today's discussion on how we will organize the launch ceremony for our new product, I encourage everyone to share your thoughts openly, okay? How about we start with finance? What's the financial landscape looking like for our launch ceremony?
Well, first of all, my team has allocated a budget for the lunch, and I must say that it's looking quite healthy. We have factored in expenses for marketing, even logistic, and any unforeseen situation just in case. And I forgot to mention that we also allocated our budget to food and beverages for our guests. Our goal is to make the most impact without burning through our fund unnecessarily.
That sounds good. Can you give us a breakdown of the marketing budget?
Sure. Um, we have earmarked a portion of digital advertising like Google Ads and social media campaign. I choose this because I think this channel tend to offer a good return on investment. Beside, any thought on specific platform or other strategies? Anyone?
I was thinking of Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as our gold mines for engagement, especially with visually striking ads. What does everyone else think?
I agree with the marketing representative. I think we should target social media according to the age group because nowadays young people rarely use Facebook and we barely see elders active on Instagram. So I think it's a good idea to broaden our social platform to promote to promote our product launch.
Uh, yes, we should take into account the prefer social media according to our audience. I think we should include TikTok too. Maybe we barely see elder active on Instagram, but not on TikTok. Not only the young people use that apps, but the elders too.
Okay, great suggestion. Now, what about event logistics?
Okay. About event logistics, I have been in touch with a few venues. We are looking at the cinema and the hall. Both have pros and cons. For the cinema auditorium, is more central, but for the event hall, offers more space. And I think the weekend is a good day to launch our products since our guests are quite busy on those days.
I had to learn towards the cinema auditorium. It's important to be accessible, especially if we are aiming for a broader audience.
I agree. Plus, if it's a visually appealing venue, it can enhance our product image.
Great points. I will finalize the cinema auditorium and ensure they have the necessary technology capabilities for presentation and also demos. So for that, anyone has a special request for the setup?
I'm sorry to interrupt. but Miss SAIDATUL, about our launching date, what do you mean by weekend? Do we have any specific date yet?
Okay. For the date, we can be discussed later, but because we do not have any specific date yet, as I mentioned before, we can do a launch event on weekend as it's not busy like any other days. Many of our guests work on weekdays and Saturdays, or maybe we can do it on a public holiday.
I think we can do the launching on weekend. Because I don't suggest that we do it on public holiday, because it's time for them to spend their time with family. I suggest we do it on 21 January 2024 maybe.
I second the amendment by Ms. HUSNA. January 21 is not a public holiday and it does not overlap with any important event.
I agree with the date of our launching.
I support that too.
Okay, that's it for the date. We can discuss and confirm the date later. Now we are moving on. Any other ideas to add on?
How about creating a branded backdrop for photo ops? It's a small change, but can make a big impact on social media.
Love it. We can encourage attendees to share their picture with our hashtag event. One more thing I would like to suggest that we provide pop-up shop during the launching ceremony. The attendees could experience the product firsthand and maybe it will help create an immersive and interactive environment.
Excellent. Anything else to add?
I suggest that we should take someone to be our ambassador for our lunch product soon. We need to hire someone who has a big impact on the community. This will make our lunch product successful.
That's right. And we must choose our ambassador accordingly. The ambassador also should not necessarily be a famous person on social media, but I think we can choose someone who contributes to the country and is popular at the same time.
Are you sure about that? I think we must choose someone according to our target audience.
That's a good suggestion, but any idea who we might hire? What do you think, Miss Farihin?
I propose that we can hire Dahlia Riza because she is quite popular with Malaysian and her conservative Malaysian style might be suitable for our product promotion.
However, I suggest that we hire someone a bit older but also has talent that are being acknowledged by the younger generation, such as a senior actor or singer like Shah Alihaya or Siti Nurdiana, I think.
Is that all? How about we do a vote to determine who should be our ambassador? Raise your hand if you agree with Miss Farihin. Okay. Raise your hand if you agree with Miss Sarina.
Alright, then the voting result shows that 4 from 6 representatives agree that we will invite Dahlia Rizal as our ambassador. So, anything else before we move on the other agendas? Like, does anyone want to give an opinion or something?
Um, about our entertainment, I think we could invite a singer to perform on our launching day. We can invite Siti Nordiana, like Miss Salina suggests. It is a entertainment to our guests, I think.
Um, Sorry for interrupt, but for me, I think we should let our ambassador perform as well because Dahlia Rizal is a good singer and popular among the youngster.
That's a good idea. You both got a good point. But first, I think we should refer to our budget first before making any decision.
Alright. But we should get back to this later on our next meeting, okay? Anything else to add, Miss Salina?
Yes, I have a suggestion, which is I think we should give a sample of a new product to our guests. This can maintain our relationship with our guests because they are also our customer. Besides that, most of our guests are important people, so this is a great way to sorry so this is a great way to get their attention, I think.
Before that, what about our MC for launching ceremony? I think we cannot invite any more famous people to be our MC because our product will be overshadowed as our guests focus on the celebrity instead of our launching ceremony. Why don't our MC come from one of our company? I'm sure we have someone that are eligible enough to be our MC.
That was a brilliant idea. So I nominated Miss Farihin to recruit the MC for our event. Can you?
Alright, it's an honor to manage the task. I will take note of the recruitment of our MC for our event.
That can be taken into account. Do you think our budget is enough, Miss Farah?
I think it is, but let me check first just to make sure.
Sorry, Miss Farah.
Yes.
Considering the plan for our launching event, what is the estimate of our budget?
Okay. As I said before, we have allocated our budget on several things, but we have about 20,000 ringgit for our launching event. So I think that is enough for everything that we discussed in here.
Yeah, for me, I think that's enough for us because we already got the latest sample from our perfume factory, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, well, I think we have covered up a lot for today. Before we wrap up, any last minute thoughts or questions?
I think there is no more question.
Okay, I think we are already at the end of the meeting. To conclude, Ms. Farah will take part in managing our finances, in making the launching ceremony. Ms. Husna will lead the marketing department to promote our new upcoming products and ceremony. After that, Ms. SAIDATUL will book the venue. Ms. Farihin will recruit an MC for the event. And last but not least, Miss Salina will deal with the yes management. Miss Yana will look deeper into our proposal and inform us if we need any further discussion.
Alright.
I already got all the key points noted down here. If there are no further comments, I suggest we start winding down.
Alright then, thanks for your energy and ideas. Looking forward to seeing this launch come to life. Thank you everyone.
Right. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. See you
Thank
on the
you.
next
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.